Hey David, over at Wilson and Sons Roofing. This is Chris with J3 Innovation. I want to thank you for taking time out of your day to watch this video. And I'm sure you're very busy, David, so I'm going to try to make this short and sweet for you. As you can see, we're on the homepage of your site at wilsonandsonsroofing.com. Got to say, not a bad site overall. Your logo's clickable. That helps with navigational purposes. Good job there. Your phone number and email is accessible as well. This helps with accessibility purposes. When Google crawls your site, they see this as well. They give you Google points for both navigation and accessibility purposes. You have a free quote click button here. That's great. You have a little bit of content here. You have some reviews going on here. You have image links, and you have all your information in your footer. So it's not a bad job at all. I do have a few suggestions for you though, David. Number one would be, I don't see an actual contact form on here. We implement a contact form on each and every site that we build, and we place them on every single page. And that's also to help with accessibility purposes. When Google crawls your site, they see that, and they also give you more Google points for that. And who don't like Google points, right? So that's one suggestion I have. The second is, I see when I try to access your services, I couldn't get to them. And again, Google does look at navigational purposes. So if the customer can't access your services, Google sees that and they will dock you for that, and it will hurt your ranking as well. Because if the customer can't access it, then Google can't. But they can still see that those are there. So that's one thing I would probably suggest, is just a site rebuild so you won't have to worry about any other issues that may be any other underlying issues that may be on the site that you don't know about. So that's one thing I do suggest. So while we're on this subject, let's talk about the main factors. When you're trying to rank your site and make it beneficial to your business, there are three main factors that go into play, and they are content, backlinks, and citations. Content is number one because it is king in the eyes of Google. So you want to have all your ducks in a row. And what I mean by that is you want to have the correct amount of content. You want to have top authoritative and quality content. And you also want to be targeting the top buyer intent keywords on your site and beating out your top competitor in these factors. So as you can see, if I did your whole site and put it in this tool called Word Counter right here, it would come out to 1,200, but it's not actual authoritative quality content. This is what Google would consider to be actual authoritative and quality content that answers questions, any questions that customers may have, and basically makes you look like the top professional. So that's what Google looks for. So you have basically this right here is around 250 words that in all of actual content. So you want to add more content. We found 1,500 to 2,000 words on the homepage alone, and 500 to 750 words of content on the service pages is right around the sweet spot of content count that you want to be targeting when it comes to Google. And you want to also be targeting top authoritative quality keywords. So basically, for an example, you see roof and repair over there. Roof repair, Raleigh, NC would be a keyword that you would want to have on your homepage and on that service page as well. You want to have one similar on that service page. And that's going to help Google index a lot quicker what each page and section is about. And that's going to help you rank a lot faster and make your site much more beneficial a lot faster as well. So you also want to have that in your content on your homepage and on your service pages. And that's considered on-site SEO. So you definitely want to add more content. You also want to be beating out your top competitor, as I suggested again earlier. And let's go see exactly who they are. All right, as you can see, we're on the search page of Google. Roofing companies Raleigh, NC is the top buyer intent keyword that I typed in. This is why it gets 400 searches a month. So you definitely want to be targeting that keyword. As you can see down below is the map pack area. This is where all your citations go. We'll speak on that in a second. Down here is the organic ranking section. As you can see, Baker Roofing is your top organic ranking competitor. And just to make you aware, I did try to find you guys today with on Google search. Earlier, you were on page 10 in the 100th position. I couldn't find you in the search today. You may have dropped off for that keyword because you were in such a low ranking position. So you definitely want to keep that in mind. Okay, so as you can see on Baker's Roofing, Raleigh Roofing Company, this is an actual location page. These guys aren't located in Raleigh. So Google does give favor to local businesses, and that's one thing that you definitely want to keep in mind. As you can see, they have all their ducks in a row. They have their logo clickable, they have their phone number, they have their contact form. And as you can see, these guys don't have a lot of content at all, actually. So if you implement what I suggested about the content count, more authoritative quality content and targeting the keywords, it's going to help you crush these guys in the content factor, and you're going to see your site start to climb in ranks. So second factor is backlinks. This is, of course, the tool that I use called Hrefs. It shows behind the scenes the power metrics of your site. As you can see, you guys have 37 websites sending back 413 backlinks. You're targeting 88 organic keywords, which is only bringing you 11 searches a month. And that's because the keywords that you are ranking for, you are in such a low position for those, and it's not really bringing you any help. And let me see. As you can see, you guys, for these keywords, are in the 40s all the way to the 90s. So you're not really getting any traffic. Nobody's really seeing you when you're ranking for those keywords. So you definitely want to get those higher up. And opposed to your competitor, Baker's Roofing. As you can see, these guys have 45 websites sending back over 29,000 backlinks, and they're targeting 215 organic keywords, which is bringing them 713 searches a month. And their site is also powerful because it's also ranking from the site as a whole as well. So what we do here is a method called copycat, where we find the best quality website sending back the best quality links, implement that to your site, and of course, you want to add top quality links month after month until you start beating these guys out, and you definitely want to beat them out. Here is the main focus. You want to have better quality websites, so you definitely don't want to be even with them. You want to crush them, and once you're beating them in the content and backlink factor, your site's going to start to rank even more faster and become much more beneficial to you as well. So we use the copycat method here, and that's exactly what you want to do. The third and final factor is citations. And that goes here in the map pack. And this is your GBP, which is your Google Business Profile. As you can see, this only shows the top 3. Ideally, everybody wants to be number 1, but if you can't get there, you want to definitely be in the top 3 because nobody searches more businesses. So, of course, everybody wants to be number 1. So how do we do that? We take these guys, the top dog, put them in this tool right here called White Spark, and it shows where they're getting all their citations from. And just like in the backlink factor, you want to take all their citations, implement it to your GBP, your Google Business Profile, and then just like in the backlinks, you don't want to stop there in the content as well. You want to crush them in all 3 factors. So after you have all the citations they had, you want to add at least 1 to 2 more citation packs into your GBP, and it's going to help boost you to the top, to where when people see, they're going to either see you in the top 3 or you see you at the top, and that's going to help them click on your business profile a lot faster. So once you're beating them in the content, backlink, citation factor, you're going to see your site become 10 times more beneficial to you and your business. And I appreciate your time, David. I hope this wasn't too much information, and I hope I didn't take up too much of your time. If you want to get in touch with me, here is my contact information, my website for you to check out if you please, my email address, my business phone number, and a YouTube page. Again, thank you, David, for your time. Have a blessed and wonderful day.